We've identified through the use of data 4 key areas and 4 key areas that we need to focus on to improve and to improve outcomes for pupils. That's conflict and fights between pupils, that's defiance, that's out of lesson behaviours, and that's attendance and punctuality. And so we're able to highlight each of those key areas, then identify what are the interventions that we can put in place around those areas. And from that, we can really address and look at what the outcomes are and the impact that we're having. But it's about continual self-evaluation and sharing data on a daily basis with middle leaders and looking at how people use that data. And above all, that consistent approach to the well-being of our young people and our staff. It's making sure that everybody in Cardiff West feels safe, secure, so that then from there, outcomes can improve and we can really impact upon learning. We identified again through the use of data that mobile phones were an immediate cause of defiance, led to disengagement in class and led to huge issues around the school. They also impacted upon things like conflict between pupils. They built upon issues that came from outside in terms of social media. So we really made sure that we did a full consultation piece around banning mobile phones, not just with staff, but with unions, with parents, with governors and with pupils, to give the rationale as to why we were doing that and the impact on well-being and mental health for our young people. So that's had a huge impact on outcomes within the school. An area that we identified, which was defiance and particularly exclusions through defiance. We now operate something that we call Reset, and we work with one of our local feeder schools, utilise some of their grounds and some of their buildings. So instead of an exclusion, a pupil works with our wellbeing team on restorative approaches in the primary school setting, and then we'll actually go and interact with the younger pupils, whether that be through helping out in class, or whether that be through working with sports and really building on that young person's self-esteem. And there's been some tremendous outcomes from the back of that as well. Also, the whole relational approach we have within school is absolutely underpinning everything we do. Just the way we interact with young people, that's our approach through professional learning. Linked with that, we have wellbeing concern meetings on a regular basis where we share concerns and we look to individualise support around those young people so that we can ensure that everyone is getting that individual approach. Overall, our reduction in exclusions, and we were one of the highest excluding schools, certainly in Wales. We've seen a reduction of almost 60% in exclusions since really pushing on the wellbeing front, and a reduction of 64% in days of exclusion as well, which is really important. We've seen attendance of pupils rising by almost 2.5%, well above the national average within that time as well. And also as well, teacher absence reducing hugely. And that's because obviously teachers are feeling safe, secure, and it's their own well-being within school as well. We operate huge support for individuals. So we have provision in all of our year groups, nurture provision every year group. We have behaviour provisions every year group. We also offer Accelerate classes. Now Accelerate is primary-led teaching in classes on literacy and numeracy approaches. That's something we put in place as well. So in terms of the specific interventions, we offer over 30 different interventions for our pupils. We use the Churn data to really look at developing a bespoke curriculum at Key Stage 3 for our pupils around health and well-being. I think that's really, really important because it can contextualise the learning for our pupils. It can look at the understanding of why well-being and behaviours are as they are, and it can help them learn. So that's a big thing we've done. Yeah, what's next is to continue to embed what we do and to learn about what we do and to make changes to what we do.